Welcome to Fortitude and Flow, the podcast, Erik. Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
You are the co-owner of a restaurant called Aroma, and it's in the very famous street in Fish Alley in Fuengirola.
Yes.
Can you please tell me about yourself and where did you grow up?
I'm grown up in India, the north of India, the state called Punjab, and I have a degree in food science, uh, and then I was work in New Delhi for 5 years in food industry. So I have a background with the food, so that's why I am. This is what I am doing from last 30, 40 years now. In 90s, I moved to Sweden, and then I studied and worked in the industry for first 10 years, and then I went to the sales, automation, IT sales for 20 years. And then I made in my career, I think that's enough, so try something new. And all Scandinavians looking for all the time sun, so we moved here and try something new. And 4 years ago, we moved here with the family, with the kids, with the dog, and we didn't know what to do here. And as I have a passion for the food, I have a background for the food, so I thought, okay, let's try to open some restaurant, and if we are lucky, so people will love our food. And now, after having this restaurant 3.5 years, we enjoy every day, and people love our food. Thank for that. What I do is we do fusion. I use spices from India, England, Spain, and I use a lot of Swedish technique to prepare all these foods at my restaurant at Aroma.
Very interesting. So you have a degree in food technology. Can you talk a little bit more about that? What is that?
It's a 4 years degree in food technology. It's you study about the chemistry, the machinery, how we process the food, how we handle the food, how we food safety, all the hygiene stuff you study. Like if we take example of wine, so you study for 3 months only the wines, what type of wines, what type of grapes are available, what type of how they ferment it, how the manufacturing process goes on. So these are the things we learn by, and then in the final year you have a specialization in some. I did it in dairy technology.
Um, India has so much old food culture and so many different spices, and it's so famous for the Indian cuisine all over the world. Did you find your inspiration there as well?
Yeah, naturally, because from childhood you see your mother cooking in the kitchen, what she's using, how she's doing, what she makes. You learn by looking every day the stuff. She experimented a lot, and this is what I do in my restaurant also.
Very interesting. I love Indian food, and I think it's so diverse with all the type of spices you can use.
Yeah, sure.
Um, your wife is from Latvia.
Yes, she comes from Latvia, but she is very innovative. So she, in our restaurant, she do the starters and the desserts. I more concentrate on the main courses, because there we have to prepare. The mostly food is European food. It's a meat, fish, and pasta. But still, when you mix a certain, you prepare your own spices, you grind them from the bottom. So I buy the whole spices and crush them and try to create new recipes all the time, and people love that.
So you basically are blending Indian cuisine with Latvia cuisine and some Swedish and Spanish.
Yeah, sure, sure. So we experiment every month, or you can say every second month, we do some new things and create, and then we try ourselves and invite our friends to taste and see the what is their response, what they feel. And many times it happens. Most of the people like the food and give us the real reviews. So then we develop our menu in that way.
It's a very good idea to do it that way. Um, Spanish wine. You have a lot of wine I've seen in your restaurant.
I have hundreds of wine, but it's all your experience and knowledge you convert into your business, so that helps a lot. So what I do, the manufacturers from the north, I call them and bring their samples for the wine tasting, and then we decide which wine should be the house wine, which wine should be the menu. So we decide. So it's a jungle of wines here. So it's a millions of wines, so you have to find the right in the right price, so people can enjoy a very good wine as a house wine in a good price.
It's yeah, Spain is a very famous. Spain is very famous for the wine, and you have a lot of different areas. And you get wine from northern Spain or southern Spain, or
I have wines from 3 4 different areas which I remember just now is Rioja. I have wines from Ribera de Douro, Verdejo. I have wines from, so we try all the times and ask the suppliers to get the samples and sit together and discuss, because my experience mostly is in from Sweden, so I know what the Nordic people are looking for. So I go for that, and I have learned with the time. This is a wine tasting is not you can learn from the book, so it's with the experience. You have to try and try on. So that knowledge I put into my restaurant.
when people come and eat at your restaurant, is there any particular food they eat most of, or what are you very famous for there?
Our signature dish is like beef stroganoff. It's cooked slowly for several hours, and it have become a very hit. So that's we sell most, and even the steaks are very popular.
That's very nice. You are in a very competitive place, I would say. There's a lot of restaurant in that street. How is it to develop yourself as a new restaurant owner in a street like that when there are so many other
This is
restaurants?
yeah, this is my first restaurant in life. I never had a restaurant before, but I believe in quality. If you have quality, it's very easy to compete. People are looking for quality. They travel around the world to find the good places, good food. So this is in Spain. It's more easy because if I am in Sweden or Norway or Finland somewhere, because everybody, 90% people are doing quality. Here is the opposite. They Spanish thinking, make money once. I think for the long term. So that's my approach of thinking to deliver quality. If everywhere happen wrong things, but if it is 1% or half percent, it's okay, because you cannot make in any restaurant you cannot make 100 people 100% people satisfied. So always come some people are not happy with themselves, or they have problems, or maybe they don't like. I don't say my food is the best, but still there are people, maybe they don't like the flavor, they don't like the mixture of what I do, the fusion in the steaks, so it can happen. So I go for the quality, and I think that is the reason we are growing every day.
It's very good. Quality is important, especially in a town like this when you have so many restaurants and bars and other places. I was thinking that also moving down from Sweden to Spain, how has that experience been for you and your family?
It was not easy, because without language in this country, if you compare with the Nordic countries, it's totally different. You should have a very good knowledge of Spanish, for example. People don't accept you directly as a foreigner because you don't speak the local language. And we thought first 3 4 months we are in the wrong place, we have to move back, because children don't get school, they don't want to talk. We stayed in the city looking for a nice restaurant in the Malaga city, but But you know, I am a sportsman, so I never give up. So I thought, okay, keep on running. Let's see what happens. So then we find we have been to Fuengirola before also, but Fuengirola is a place where people accept you as a foreigner and give you a chance. So there we started.
It's very true. It's a very international town where we are right now. Makes it very good because there's a lot of Scandinavians here. It's a lot of English people, so there's always someone who wants to enjoy other places and the Spanish places. But they are good too. There's a lot of good restaurants in this town. Um, but yeah, I know for myself, moving down to a new country and trying something different is can be challenging in the beginning, just to learn the ways and the culture. And but of course, to learn the language is very important here. So if not, you are missing out a lot actually. So yeah, you did mention sport. You liked sport before, and
Yeah, yeah. In early ages, I used to have a lot of sports. I represented my state in swimming, so I did a lot of swimming and a lot of competitions. So I think that is behind that. I never give up.
it's a very good quality and asset to have with you for the rest of your life. Most definitely. Yeah. How was it for you to live in Sweden? I think you have a business degree from there, or
Yeah, the first year was a little bit difficult. Yeah, naturally, you put a lot of, when you are young, you're ambitious, you want to learn everything, you want to grow, you want to earn money. And first year, I put a lot of energy. I look for a lot of jobs. I searched around 1,600 jobs in 8 months. I study daytime Swedish, and evenings I take the driving license. So the first year was really hard, but when I had the basic Swedish, so many people opened doors for me, and then I work in industry, and slowly when I see there was actually a Norwegian company. I was working for Orkla, and a company want to be shifted from Norway to Sweden, and a lot of Norwegian moved to Sweden, and the companies. So you ask if somebody want to leave the company, he will get paid for 1 year. I say this is the best time. Okay, so I have worked there for 4 or 5 years, and I think okay, let's see what I can find if I am free for 1 year. So then I was when I was talking with my chief, he told me you are a sales guy, and this thinking I had in my background also, always thinking about I should go to the sales if I have a control over the language. So then at that point my thinking confirmed, and I started looking jobs for in the sales. So first job was in as a sales engineer, and I leave Sweden after 20 years in sales career for Nordic sales manager.
okay. So Orkla, for those who don't know, what is that?
It's a very big Norwegian huge food industry. You can say they own a lot of factories in Norway, Sweden, and Denmark.
Yeah, they are very very big. Must been a very good place to get more experience to get into that. Um, but yes, just moving from India to Europe is a very big gap between and cultural differences. How was that?
It was like moving from India. You know, there we are 1.4 billion people. So when I come to Sweden, it was 8.5 million. So for me, it was like no competition, I thought. But still, there was a gap for the language.
Yeah, the language is
Yeah.
very different.
So first year it took little time, but after 8 months I had a job. So for me it was quite easy. What you want to study, what you want to work, it was so easy in Sweden. In India, when I was to get into the technical university, so you have to compete at that time like 200,000-300,000 people for 25 places. Today it's 1.5 million for 25 places, so it's a lot of competition. You have to be best of best. When I came to Sweden, 5-10 people searching for a place to study or for a job, maybe 50. So it was for me, from hundreds of thousands to 5, 10, 50 is a very small figure. So it's make me my life so easy. I think it's very comfort zone that you can approach or you can achieve your goals very fast.
Must be very different, yes. But of course, there's a lot of competition in a country where it's so big in India.
Yeah.
It's so many people, and I think it's interesting to talk about India. I love to learn more about the country I'm from. How was it to grow up there in school?
It's not similar like in Sweden or Norway. It's you have growing in India is itself is a learning. Every step you meet somebody, you come out from the house, you meet people on the road, you meet people in the taxi, you take a rickshaw, whatever. People talk with you. You have learning all the time. So that is the biggest difference. In school, you have a lot of competition. Teachers are very strict. It's not like in Sweden, Norway. So you have to follow. If they don't follow, you cannot have a discipline, a class of 50, 60, 70 children. So here, the smaller groups is more easy to handle. And if teacher don't control, so nobody listen, nobody understand anything. That is the main, the population, the volume. Then you have a lot of bullying in the schools, children fight, it's normal. And it's a daily routine, so people don't take it so hard. Here in Scandinavia, our kids are more sensitive. They take it very hard. Small bullying happen, small things happen, so because they are not used to, it's a culture thing.
It's very different. I would say going to India is such a huge country with so many people again, and diversity, and so many languages actually in that country, but also there are people everywhere. And like you said, you will always meet someone. And like you said, if you open your ears, you can actually learn a lot.
So growing itself in India, I think, is a learning if you can go through that. Many manage to go well, many cannot, because there are not so many opportunities. Like you can study free, you can have like sports, you get a lot of uh, what you called
Scholarship.
scholarships. Yes, so there are a lot of things which we can get in Nordic countries as compared to India. So you have to compete for, you have to be best of best to go through this all.
At least that makes you very strong in life and adaptive. I'm
Yes,
guessing.
yeah, I think that's the reason most of Indians are successful when they are out in the world. Doesn't matter where, because itself the growing up in India is not easy for a kid.
A lot of people are friends of mine in India. There is a saying: first we become engineers, then we find out what we're going to do with our life. It seems like they are very smart, and they need a lot of people there now in professions which is like engineers, doctors, lawyers.
The culture, the population make us at, we have to be smart, and we have to manage to uh, grow in that environment.
Makes totally sense. So with everything we talked about right now, have you implemented a lot of that when you moved to Sweden and Spain then?
Yeah, sure, sure. My experience, my knowledge, I try to learn every day, to develop every day new things. So it's very interesting. And I should say, if you have a passion for something, you should go for that. Don't think a lot. try to do. If you are successful, it's good. If you're not successful, then you have tried at least, that you have done what you want. So problem with our kids in Europe, like in especially in Nordic countries, they think a lot. They don't do it. So I would like to say them that try to do instead of only thinking. Live your dream. Don't dream your dream.
That's actually a very good point, because usually for people to start something, they think of it's a lot of fear in that too when you start up something new.
Because everybody is in a comfortable zone, like country in Nordic countries, so you have to stretch your arms little bit and see what is the maximum you can stretch yourself. So when you go for your passion, there's no chance you are going to be go down. You always goes up, because you have passion, you have interest, you find your interest, you gather information, you study, you read, and then you grow.
I totally agree. I mean, you get very comfortable in countries like Norway, and you don't have to do that much to get to have a good life in a way. The government does a lot, and the school system is there, is free. So it's a lot of good things about those countries. But I think for everyone who has been following their dream and seeing everything to the end, you really have to work hard too.
And I think it's more easy in countries like Norway, Sweden, or Finland, or Denmark. So because you have the support, you don't have to think the basics. Like you have a roof, you have food, you have clothes. You are in a comfortable zone. You get the basics from the state, and then you just try, take risk. I should say the youngsters at take risk in life, because the state is behind you, so they are going to help if you fall down. So don't be afraid for that.
That's also very true. You have you can get a lot of chances over there and start all over actually and try different things. Yeah. How is it to yeah, we go back and talk a little bit more about the restaurant. I think that is very important. How do you lead employees? How do you find employees to work?
Yeah, in the starting I didn't know the culture, the work culture of the Spanish employees. It was totally different, because I'm working all my life in Sweden. So people come in time, they have the responsibility, they do their work. But here you have to guide them all the time, to tell them everything. They don't want to like they don't take their own responsibility if you compare with the Nordic countries. So it's a different totally. And you learn with the time, because you have experience from India. Like I was a manager for 100 people there. Man management is the most difficult part in
Dealing with people.
yeah, in any country. So you learn the culture, and you understand what they want and how they want. So you change with the time. Yes.
Yeah, I think that it's very important to find the right people in every business.
Yeah, it's a
And
big issue
because
in,
that's also the quality. It's the first the guest meets, and it's very important that they know, for example, the menu and the restaurant, and they really care about uh, the restaurant too.
there are many unemployed people out there, but how many good employees which you want is very difficult to find, which is according to your uh, chemistry, what you want from them. So everybody have his own thinking, and they do. But still, the most important thing, if people take responsibility for their job, it's more easy for employer.
Yes, I mean, totally makes sense that too. I mean, I think that in Norway they give you a lot of trust with responsibility,
Yeah, sure.
and you work and you do your, as long as you get the job done, They are not all over you. I think that's exactly what you said is the big difference. Have you been traveling a lot in Spain and seen the country? And
Yeah, we travel around, and it's a beautiful country, and the weather is wonderful, so we enjoy every day. And we live near to the sea, so it's very practical. Go to the beach and have to see the sunrise, so it's wonderful here. And sun gives us energy to work hard.
I totally agree. I mean, the sun is so beautiful here, and I need to be in a warm country, and there's so many nice places to see here. You have Ronda, Cadiz. Portugal is not that many hours from here. Um, the whole coastline is very beautiful, and so diverse nature as well when you go up to the mountains.
Yes. We have been to like Granada, Cordova, Sevilla. It's beautiful. So every town and every village gives something to you. So it's very nice, and that keep us going and make us energetic when we get chance. So we go, and we close our restaurant in January, February because the activity is quite low. And then we travel around in Spain, and sometimes we go other countries also because traveling learn you much more than sitting at home and learning in books.
Very true. Going out there and see and meet people and see the towns and get to know the food. It's very important for you who owns the restaurant. What can you say about the Mediterranean food?
No, it's lovely. I should say the seafood, the fishes. This is so nice and fresh here. So people love it, and even the prices are quite reasonable here because they have sea everywhere and the rivers everywhere. So they get very nice quality and prices.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the olives here are very good. The avocados, you have oranges.
Yeah, they have all cultivation. The meat is so good. If you compare with the Scandinavian, the meat is blood red here compared to there is more bluish color. So because of the sunlight, the it's quality we go for.
I totally agree. I love it here when it comes to the food as well. The most busy time of the year here is in the summer. Is it very hard and to keep up with the pace and everything, especially in Fish Alley, where again there are so many restaurants?
Yeah, it's hard, but you have seasonal employees. They work with you, but the best times for us are like September, October, because
Okay.
of the golfers come. The families are gone in July, August back, and the golfers come. They come in big groups, so it's more good for the business economically.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's a lot of golfers
Yeah,
here
here
during that
it
time.
is the one of the most concentrated golf areas in Europe. There are around 70 golf courses in at the coast and 120 in the Andalusia. So a lot of golfers are here all the time. And for us, the best months are March, April, and September, October when the golfers are here. So they are the people they want to eat quality food. I will say it's not the cheapest restaurant, but we go for quality at cost also.
Yeah, it does, and it was actually a very famous restaurant before you took over it as well. It's been there for many years, and it's always been a very high quality restaurant.
Yes, we try to keep the quality as a priority.
That's extremely important, I think. There, um, you said you had been leading 100 people before. What would you say was the most challenges and upside with that?
Hmm. That was my first job. I joined a company, the Britannia industry in India, as a management trainee. So it's a first. I worked there for 5 years, but first year is only the learning. You go through all the departments. You have to learn sales. You have to learn purchase. You have to learn production, man management, everything. So that was, I think, the best part of my life, where I learned the man management. It's all about man management in the world. Wherever you go, if you can manage people, you cannot fail. And people in India, they are uh, very highly educated employees under you, and they are employees which cannot write a single word. So there's a very vast gap. So to learn, because everybody think different, and everybody, a well-educated person have lot of knowledge. An uneducated person don't have any knowledge. He wants what he wants. So sometimes that is, I mean, the learning thing you learn with experience. And when I came to Sweden after few years, I was a manager there also. In Sweden, people are educated. They know the laws. They know the rules. So it's more difficult when people know much more, and you have to deliver in a right way. You even speak in the right way. In India, it's different. People listen softer voice, hard voice. There you have to be soft and tell them what we want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that the service is very good in India, in hotels and stuff. So is that because you have to go to the training in all these different departments?
No, no, it's a culture thing.
It's a culture.
It's I'm basically a Hindu. So in Hinduism, it teaches that a guest is a god. It's in Hinduism written very clear in our 3-4 thousand old years books that a guest is a god. So if somebody comes, so give him a position of god, respect, hospitality. If you don't have food, give the guest food. So that is we learn from a child.
It's very good values.
Yeah.
Actually, I was thinking as well, for people who haven't been to India, where would you recommend them to go and see first time?
India is like, you can say, like Europe. What you want to see? It's the mountains, the Himalayas, or Kashmir. It's -20 to +30 in December in the south. So depends what people are looking for. The beaches, rainforest. India is so vast, so it depends what is your interest. And if you want to see India all over, it takes years. It takes years. We used to travel when we were kids with the parents every year, but still, a lot of India is left.
Yeah, it's extremely
Yeah,
huge.
yeah.
And you have desert, you have big towns like Mumbai, and you have Delhi, and you have Taj Mahal, and Kerala, where is jungle more.
I prefer myself South India because I'm grown up in North. I have traveling a lot in North. I like rainforest. I like beaches. So it's a more pure air there because of the greenery. So I should suggest people should travel to the south, to the Kerala, to Pondicherry, to yeah, such places. Beautiful.
Yeah, it really is. I was in Goa in 2019. It was amazing. So the Ayurveda is a very old tradition type of food medicine in India.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. Ayurveda, itself. It's a natural medicine. In Ayurveda, they say there is cure for every treatment with the nature. The nature have given us a lot of plants, fruits. If you use the right things, and you can be cured. In India, people have been cured from cancer from the fourth stage, where Ayurveda. There are places like you go stay there, and people in Europe don't know these things yet. People get cancer, they die. I have seen myself, my friends around, and my neighbors. They have gone just because if you follow the nature, if you study a little bit more or do research for Ayurveda, I think millions of people can be saved. So, and myself, I never eat medicine. I use only, I live on nature things. I do 36 hours fasting every week, which cleans my body. And for example, if you do fasting for 36 hours, in 20 hours, your cancer cells die. You don't have blood pressure, you don't have diabetes. So insulin is controlled when you are fasting. So this is all yoga, Ayurveda, it comes from India. And we have seen these things from child, so we try to find when we get some problem, and you can be cured very easily. And I believe the first most important, you should believe in that. If you don't believe in, so you cannot be get cured.
That's a very ancient medicine, yes. It really is. Um, I think it's very interesting to learn more about that. I was thinking it's nice to talk about leadership actually, because I haven't done that so much yet in the podcast. So, again, for someone who is, for example, 18 years old or something, and they start the university and they really want to climb the career very fast, for example, taking a business education today, what would you recommend them, the mindset they need to have when they start to study?
The journey I have done, the basic of it is you have to be positive all the time. So this I would say to the young generation, you have to be positive and you have to have a drive which can lead you unlimited goals, what you want. I come with almost nothing to Sweden. I had houses, apartments. I had a motorhome. We drive 5 years around Europe. So there is no limit to earn money. But you have to be positive, hardworking, and set your goals. Write them. Write them in a book. And that this I want to achieve in 2 years' time. So, and work for that. Get the knowledge, study, read, get your contacts, talk with them. So there's people around you, they are going to help you. So this is what I'm going to say, the young generation, go for it. Don't think too much. Be practical in life.
I think that's a very good advices. So you were driving around in Europe.
Yeah.
So you've seen a lot of Europe too then. Many nice
We were
places.
actually, my wife and me and kids, we always want sunlight. And every Friday we will come back from the job, we think what we do now. Oh, we check, okay, where is the sun? Okay. Put the things and drive on. So in the motorhome, see, this is what we have done 5 years. And then we ultimately decided, okay, move on and try something new in the sun here in Fuengirola. And we enjoy every day the sun. So
Yeah, I think so too. The sun gives so much energy, and yeah, we are Indians. We need to be in the sun.
even the Nordic people, they need, everybody needs sun. Because I was listening from my friends in Sweden from 20 30 years, how long I live. Oh, Spain, I want to move to Spain, I want to live there. But they don't do it. Most of them, they stay there because of the social system, they feel comfortable there. But as we are both are outsiders, she is Latvian and I am Indian, so for us it was very easy to move to a new country and try something new. So that's the reason they are from generations are in Sweden, Norway, or in Nordic countries. So it's difficult for them. I understand their situation also, but if they have a dream, so do it. Don't think. Live. Once you have tried, if you are not successful, you can go back home. If you are successful, stay. If you enjoy, stay.
And at least you learn something along the way
When
and
you
met some
fail,
new
you
people.
learn more. When
Exactly.
you are successful, you don't learn too much. So failures learn you more all the time.
Definitely it does, and a lot faster as well. I was thinking, when you have this restaurant now, have you ever been thinking of creating another one or expand?
No, no, no. I don't want to expand. I just want to concentrate on one and try to get better and better so we can reach the top. There are around 1,200 restaurants today in Fuengirola, and we are now placing 66 or 65 in TripAdvisor. So I want to reach the top. So it's very important. I can expand, you can earn money, but that I have already done in my life. So now I want more systematic and more controlled. So less you have, more control you have.
Yes, very true. And your restaurant is very big. How many people can be there at the same time? It's a lot of
It's
people.
around 100 people can be there.
Yeah, it's that huge. And climbing TripAdvisor is very good too. I've seen the TripAdvisor award, the sign there. So congratulations with that.
Thank you.
Um, do you have many upcoming events there? For example, during we coming soon to in a couple of months to Christmas and New Year's Eve.
Yeah, now we have the Nordic Club joined us around every week. They have lunch or brunch, you can say. They come around 4 o'clock. So 50 people have booked every week till January. We are open. So January, February we close. So they are every week there. And then we are now planning for the Christmas dinner and New Year's Eve dinner special. As a package like for every person, but that's not done yet. We are working on it.
That's very good. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking as well. Again, when for other families who wants to move to Spain, would you recommend them? What kind of state of mind do they have to get children in school and really adapt here?
Yeah, it's very important. They have to think about that language is very, very important in Spain. I was in Sweden when I entered, so I get offered to learn language. Here you have to find where the schools are, which municipality is helping you, how to work there, where to go. So there's not such a help like in Nordic countries. They come to you. You have to go to them and ask for the help to learn the language. And if you have language, then you can communicate and learn very fast the system, the culture, everything. So that helps. That's the basic. And then it's beneficial for the family with the kids because they learn an extra language very easily. So that is the main point you should think when you move to a new country.
And do the children find themselves good now here in this country, but also
Yeah,
in
in
school?
starting it is always a shock for the kids because the of the culture, and the schooling is a little bit harder, but I think it's very good. They cannot use mobiles. They have to be sit quiet. They don't teacher don't run to the kids like in Norden. The kids go to the teacher and ask questions. So it's opposite as we had in India. So it's I think it's very good in Spain that they have discipline in schools, not mobiles, and they try to concentrate that time when they are in school instead of everybody's having iPads and mobiles as in Nordic countries.
Yeah, they basically are using more time actually being there in presence with the other kids and also learn. That's what you mean.
Yeah, yes, it's a more different approach, I think. But it's the same I said before also. It's a culture thing, and Nordic countries are the best in the world in many ways, but still there is no sun, so that's why we are all want to run to the sun.
That's extremely true. It's um, it's not for everyone up there. It's very nice, as you said, and it's a lot of good systems and a lot of good opportunities. But it's also the climate is very harsh. So I was thinking as well. Yeah, if you had to pick just one word from passion, love, discipline, or vision, and in your life, what have made you to the person who you are as a leader, but also what's the secret ingredient in your restaurant in Aroma?
I think you should go for your passion, what you like, what's your interest, what's your hobby is. So make it a profession. So when you make that as a profession, there's no chance you leave behind. You are a winner.
Very good, very good. So yeah, the name of this podcast is Fortitude, and fortitude means strength. So what kind of state of mind, mental qualities, or techniques do you need every day to thrive both in life and as a successful owner?
As I said before, it's positivity is very important. Whatever you are tired, sometimes a lot of work, employees doesn't appear some days, a lot of paperwork. You have to communicate with your accountants and everything, but still never give up. So whatever happens around you, think positive and try to solve problems one by one. Right, sometimes I have like 20 things to do. I know I cannot do in one day, so I write down, I do it in 3 days instead. So this is the way you have to approach the difficult times.
That's makes a lot of sense. I mean, it's so much to do sometimes. It can be very overwhelming. But like you also said, to open a business in Spain, it's important to get all the papers together. Which papers are a good accountant, obviously. Yeah. But other things you have to remember. What could that be?
That is the most important thing. When I started the business, I didn't know anything about restaurant branch. I don't know how the tax system work, how what are the laws. So the most important thing, if you want to start a business in another country, you have to find out a good lawyer, a good accountant, and you should have a trust with them. You have to find the right people in right place. That helps you to find the right way, right path.
Very good advices. Yeah, I was thinking as well, if people want to look you up or anything, where can they find you on social media, or how can they contact you?
Yes, we used to put information on Facebook, Instagram, and we have a homepage. So you can find our menus and information, what we do, what type of food we have. So you can look there. It's always we have a IT manager. He manage all these things.
Yeah, I will leave all the contact info about you in the show notes as well. So yeah, I think this was a very good conversation, and thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. If you enjoyed this episode, it would mean a lot if you liked, shared, and subscribed, and left a comment with any ideas how to improve the podcast. All of this would really help the podcast grow. Thank you for your support.